Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Thursday. This video will come out tomorrow. But today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a longer video, but it's gonna be a tier list video of the SV sets, and I'm doing specialty sets as well. But for the top 5 chase cards, and I'm gonna rank them. I'm not basing these on price. I'm just basing them on the Pokemon itself and the artwork. All right. So, obviously you can skip to the end, get ahead of it all, and then kind of see everything. But if you're going to do that, go ahead and leave me a like, comment, subscription or subscribe or whatever. It means a lot to me. And we've been seeing some really good growth on the channel. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. All the real ones out here hanging out, watching. I appreciate y'all. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we got to start off with Scarlet Violet base set here, and we're gonna go Gardevoir, Ralts, Drowsy, Miriam, and Krylia. I like the designs and concept behind these. I think they would have been great supporting cards for a set, but just based on the fact that they're all they feel like all support cards. They're going to get rated pretty low for me. So I'm going to put a lot of these in the D tier. So don't be surprised about that. Okay. I think Miriam is a C tier. I do like that artwork. Maybe even B tier for a trainer. Let me find these other ones. It'll get easier as we go. But I also think the Drowsy is pretty cool in its design. So we'll probably actually move the Drowsy up as well. Now, by no means am I going to go out and buy one. Maybe even... I'll leave it there. And then just note, we will probably rearrange a lot of this stuff at the end, okay? All right. So that one was kind of simple, as most base sets are. Moving on from there, we have the Paldea Evolved, a very, very polarizing set, but I like some of the art in here. I think the Magikarp, just based on art alone, the Pokemon that it is, again, dude, I love this card so much. A lot of people don't even know about the Gyarados here in the top right corner. I don't know if you guys can even see. Let me see if I can't pull up a larger image for you guys. Do it in paint, I guess. But just look at that, like Dragonite, top right corner. That's just cool. I love this card. This is probably gonna be one of my top cards for the demonstration here. And then I'm not really big into trainers, but this one's kind of cool. She's got the collection. She's got the whole room set up. I like the Raichu kind of like sleeping. The Tyranitar is cool. And Maushold is probably going to be on the lower end for me. But I think it's an S. I personally think it's an S tier card. Man. I like Miriam. Sorry, I'm just maneuvering these into place. I think, do we do all of them? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Oh, okay. All right. So pretty simple set so far. Nothing too crazy. And again, this is just based on my opinion. I'm not factoring in any price or anything into these cards. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. Moving on. What do we got next? Obsidian. Oh boy, good old fun Obsidian Flames. Yeah. So these top 5. I do like the artwork behind them. Cleffa gets away with being a small Pokemon. I think this is a pretty cool card, but typically it wouldn't be the kind of card that I would go for, but I do like it. Cleffa is this small type Pokemon that's just got cool background. I really do like that. The Pidgeot, which is cool. I love the style of this one. A lot of people love this Ninetales, and I completely understand why. This Charizard's not too crazy for a lot of people, but I like it. And then this gold Charizard, I think, you know what? Maybe we need to. Oh, because there's just got to be cards that I wouldn't even maybe be interested in. You know, maybe that'll just be the tail end of this list here. We'll see. We'll see. I'll adjust. I'll adjust as we go. Maybe the tail end of B. We'll see how that ends up. I like that one more. What else are we at? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm trying to speed through this. The chase card of the set. Where is he? The actual chase. I like this Charizard. A lot of people don't. I can't really see the crown. That's what a lot of people complain about. For me, I just really don't see it. It doesn't bother me, so I really do like it. All right, moving on. Kind of moving fast because, you know, the last video I said I only wanted it to be 10 minutes long, and I think it was like, what, 20? Something like that. So I'm trying to keep these short, you know, but just keep making them long. Anyways, this will be a fun one. Again, I'm just going based on the design, the Pokemon, how I think it's going to do in the future, okay? And maybe not even how it's going to do in the future. I just think this is where I'm ranking them, okay? I love Blastoise. I love Blastoise, okay? But that card is just... It's just so lackluster, man. It's just Blastoise in the ocean, just chilling. I don't know. It just feels off. It just feels bland. I feel like a lot of these other cards got like a cool concept. But yeah, I don't know. I guess these are all just going in my desirability of like what, you know, if you were gonna say, do you want these cards? This is the order I'd probably take them in. Maybe I guess he's above that. Where's that Charizard at? It's gonna be hard not to factor in price. I don't even know. I feel like that Charizard's kind of meh. I love the Venusaur. I love most Venusaur's art. I just love they always just pop. They always look good. But I guess that's what you can do with like a bunch of color. Oh, the Zapdos and birds. Where are you guys at? This is a cool card. I feel like a lot of people are kind of sleeping on this card. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good depiction of the birds all flying together. I think it's neat. All right, what do we got next? Paradox Rift. All right, so Groudon, Roaring Moon, Altaria, and Garchomp, and Goldango. All right. I love the Goldango art. Personally, I love the Altaria, right? But also, I feel like these Pokemon just aren't really chase Pokemon. You know, the Garchomp's going to be at the bottom of the list for me. I just feel like this is just kind of bland card in general. And these other two are cool as well. So I think I'll move Groudon up here. This one's going to go to the back. This one's probably, I think, there. See, yeah, it's a cool card, but it's just the Pokemon's kind of just meh. So I love that concept of like growing up together with your Pokemon. This setup they did for base set. So I want to put that above that. So yeah, okay. That works out. Oh, the Altaria, whatever. It's cooler. Yeah, but I think this is cooler. All right, so we're going to be doing a little bit of fine tuning as we go, of course, but we're getting there. All right. I can't even remember what came after Paradox. Oh, Paldean, that's all right. That's right. All right, Paldean's going to have some bangers. I love the Bubble Mew. This Charizard, you guys are going to be probably surprised where I put this Charizard. All right, Bubble Mew, I think it's a S tier card. All right, this Pikachu's cool, but as far as a chase, it just stinks. It's a normal card. You know, it's one of your baby shinies that you pull out of this. It just has to go down here just because the others are full arts. But anyways, All right, and then where's that Charizard at? Yeah, I think it's a B. A lot of people like this Charizard, but I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know. It's weird because I like this one, right? I like this one from Obsidian, but then this one just, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. They're so similar, but maybe it's because I got the Obsidian one first, and then I was like, oh, this is just a redo. But then, I don't know. I enjoyed doing Champion's Path, or well, I didn't enjoy it, but I went through it, and when I hit the Rainbow Charizards, I felt pretty good. And then I opened the Shining Fates, and then the Shiny Charizard, and that felt pretty good. But I don't know, this Charizard just doesn't scream to me. I don't know. I know a lot of people like it, but it's meh for me. Then we'll put you right there. That's a good spot. What else am I missing? Oh, Gardevoir. It's a cool Gardevoir card. I'm really excited about the Mega that we're going to be getting. The Mega is sick. All right, so I think this Gardevoir is a good spot right there. All right. Okay. All right, we're getting some speed here. We're hitting some cool cards. After Paldean, Temporal, sorry. Okay, there's some good cards in here based on art. Okay, I know the Raging Bolt. A lot of people don't care for it. This card is a polarizing card for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's a cool card. It's the sizing's crazy, but Gouging Fire, meh. Walking Wake, meh. Love this Ghastly card. I honestly think this is the best art in this set. I love this Ghastly card because you get all the evolutions in one card. I think this card's just beautiful. So I'm going to move this one up pretty high. Iron Crown. I do like the Iron Crown art quite a bit. Never really cared for Iron Crown. So again, keep in mind, I'm kind of ranking these based on just art, the Pokemon itself, and how badly I'm interested in it. All right. So again, this Ghastly's kind of high. I know it's just Ghastly, but I think, man, I don't even know. Maybe, again, it don't factor in price when I'm doing this, okay? Because I know you're going to look at it at the end and be like, wait, he's got some really expensive cards lower. I just think, I don't know how I'm doing it really just yet. I think I'm going to put Ghastly right there. I like Ghastly there. I love this Groudon card too. Groudon, but I don't know. Just feels right there. Bam. I kind of like that it's polarizing, so maybe even ahead of here. So, Wake, I'm gonna put down in front of, yeah, behind, yeah, right here. That's a good spot for it. All right, what am I missing? What am I missing? I got them all, right? Yeah, I think so. All right, so again, Temporal had some good stuff, I think. A lot of people slept on it. All right, Masquerade, you guys are going to be... It's another polarizing set. I'm not into the waifu cards, so I'm going to probably see me drop these down pretty quick. So, anyways, say what you guys say. Greninja's going to be polarizing. Eevee is going to be up there. The Blood Moon is also going to be kind of low for me. I think this Eevee card would have been just amazing if they would have added in some, like, let me see if I can find it here. Just like if you added in, like, I when I first saw this card, I was like, oh, this Eevee's like wrapping its tail around the flowers. It's gonna be Leafeon, and then if this one was like tipping over like a water bottle, you could say Vaporeon. And then, this one's sleeping. So you say it's going to be Espeon because it's up at night, different things like that. Or if one was like kind of playing or like kind of stoking a fire. So I don't know. Something like that. That would have been such a cool card. But still, I think it's a cool card. All right. With all of them in it. So where do I want to put it? Where do I want to put it? Or did I already move it? All right, Blood Moon, I think. Blood Moon can go there. Where did I put that Eevee card? Did I already move it? I must have. All right. Again, I'm not really into waifu cards. Okay. That's kind of cool though. Move it there. All right. This card stands out just because of the color splash. I know a lot of people don't like it. Personally, I don't really care for it, but it's a card you know what it is when you see it. And it was kind of like the start of Pokemon coming back, you know? The resurgence, if you will. So I like it there. Oh, I already put Eevee here. Yeah, I think it could have been better. So again, this I think is a good spot for it. But I do like that card. All right. I think that's it for Twilight. And then we have Shrouded Fable. Fun set. Psych. But I don't know. I went ahead and out of these just because I think these I probably should have done these instead. Monkey Dory. I've seen this card go so quick at card shows. I've seen people walking around literally looking for this card. I think the art is beautiful. I shouldn't have done these. That's what I ended up doing. So just ignore me on this. I'll talk about the other cards. Yeah, those can go down there. But the Houndoom card is really cool. I love this concept of it. The Monkey Dory, this is a beautiful card. Cassiopeia, you know, again, I'm just not really into the trainer cards too much. Pheasantipity, doesn't really. My favorite card of this is probably the Persian. I do like that art. So, but again, you know, these aren't going to be too high for me in the art here. So I think that's where I want it. And then everything else is going to kind of fall just behind here. Maybe there. And those others would have been in the same area, like the D range. But doesn't mean they're bad cards. I mean, they're still chase cards, you know? Where are they, though? Oh, Pheasantipity. I don't really care for this card much at all, so. What else we got? Am I missing one? I don't think so. I think I got them all. Yeah, okay. All right. And then after Fable, we have Stellar Crown. It's going to be our Bulbasaur, our little Squirtle, Terapagos, and yeah, these. God, I don't know. I mean, I like the starters. I do. So, hear me out on these starters. They go with the Obsidian Flames Charmander, so that's cool. Where are they though? Did I upload? Oh, here they are. I'm gonna put them at B. I really do like, you know, base set Pokemon. So I think they're up here. I like the Squirtle. The Bulbasaur's cool too, just being like a little plant. He's next to the plants, just getting that sunlight. I do like that. So honestly, I like the Squirtle more than I like the Blastoise. I'm not even joking. And then the Bulbasaur kind of just being a plant. I like it more than the Blastoise. I'm just being honest. Again, I think it's because I also love Blastoise that it's just such a letdown, dude. You know, especially this was the time that the big man Blastoise stuff was going on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Just make a good card. I don't know. Some people like it. I forgot Dropgos and honestly, dude, Pikachu. Dude, I'm not even lying. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I think that order. All right. Those are the two full arts that are falling behind a baby shiny. So I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Okay. All right. From there we have the good old Surging Sparks. All right. So this is when a lot of people came into the hobby. I upload the Pikachu. Oh, okay, I did. This Pikachu, in my opinion, all right, it just lacked something, you know, like I didn't need all this white background. I don't know. It's just missing something. I love the melodic. Yeah, I don't know. The Latias is really cool too. I love the combination of the birds. So we'll see. We'll see where I put everything. I'm going to put this Pikachu kind of low though. As a chase card, again, it's kind of weird because the way things are right now, you know what? Maybe I just need to rearrange some stuff. Let me see here. Yeah. And then maybe, yeah. This is better. This is there. I want that more. I want that more. Okay. I think I just needed to rearrange some stuff. All right. Okay. I think we're getting it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a B tier and kind of lower on the B tier. I just feel like there was something that could have gone better for them. Maybe this Charizard's a bit. Is it A? Is it A Charizard? Let me pull this up again. Just give me a second. Just gotta zoom in, make sure I know what I'm talking about. You know, this card's pretty. I've seen it in person. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to move that card up. I'm going to move it up to A. I like it more than the 151 Charizard, the no-neck, beer belly Charizard flying around. That's more like me. That's probably why I don't like it. You know, it's more me. All right. The Latias, where are you at? Latias, I like the concept of, you know, two cards combining. Want it more than the birds, definitely. Want it more than that. Want it definitely more than Ghastly. Maybe Ghastly comes right behind here. I do want that Groudon. Okay. That seems about right. Now the melodic though. Dude, I love this melodic card. Where are we at? Melodic. Okay. I do want this melodic more than the Latias. So go ahead and put it there. Honestly, I don't know, man. The Pikachu might be behind the melodic. Melodic's just like a pretty Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like it's just majestic, you know? I feel like it's just so rare. Yeah, I like it. All right. And then the gold Pikachu. I kind of like this one personally. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Basically just saying, do I want this card more than I want that card? And it's, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I want this order. Yeah. That order. That's better. Okay. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just doing little minor fixes here and there. All right, and then we didn't even do this one. I think this card just falls flat. Just really don't have any interest in it. The Terapagos. So, all right. I think that leaves Journey Together, or not Journey Together. I guess next is Prismatic, isn't it? All right, yeah. So next will be. Oh, I didn't do that. Let's see. This one I would like more than. Why is Charmander there? There. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like where it's at now. I like this. It's coming together. All right. So now we have Prismatic Evolution. Sorry, I'm trying to get through this just as quick as possible. This is more of probably a video that you got to like sit down and watch, just because, you know, I'm showing the cards on screen. But even so, at the end, you can just kind of listen to it and then see the final conclusion of everything. Prismatic's going to be up there. You know, I love the Umbreon. I think it's just a masterpiece. Not crazy about the rainbow borders, but it is what it is. They also call it Sumbreon, which doesn't make sense because you know the game. But regardless, we'll let it fly. Call it Sumbreon, whatever you need. I think it's one of the prettier arts. I am a sucker for the Leafeon. I do not have the Leafeon, but it is one of my favorite arts. So I'll put it right there. And Sylveon looks great as well. You know, I feel like these cards are very themed to the said Pokemon, so I do love that. Am I putting it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it above Venusaur there. And okay, so I do have this card. My girl actually pulled it when she started opening packs. It was her 4th pack, and she said, "Is this good?" And it was literally Espeon, and it's probably gonna grade a 10. But I do kind of feel this card is bland in a lot of ways. It would be one of the ones I would wanted to probably pull the least in the set, but it's still really good. Financially, it's a good card. But overall, I'm not crazy about it. I'm gonna put it behind Melodic there. And all right, let's see. Oh, the Vaporeon. I do like the Vaporeon. It kind of reminds me of like an attempt at the stained glass birds again. But I feel like that when you do like a card so well as the stained glass birds, it's just never gonna live up to it. The stained glass birds are just beautiful. Again, I don't have that card either, but that's for another day. I'll get it eventually at whatever price it ends up. And then we got Journey Together. Oh, this ain't working. So we'll do. I already pulled the cards. I personally like when the trainer is with the Pokemon. I really do. So I think I'm gonna put this at the top of B. I know it's not too expensive of a card right now, but Lillian and Clefairy, I do like that combination. It's a cool card in my opinion. The Salamence, I don't like this art style. I really don't. So I'm honestly going to put it behind Tyranitar because I'd rather have Tyranitar in that spot. And okay. I'm a sucker for when the Pokemon's in it, but it's just not like really that full of an action scene. It looks like they're like about to go do something, but you don't know what. So I wish it was themed better, or like the scene itself was themed better. So I'm going to slide this card above Blastoise. Again, Blastoise hurt me. Hop. Okay, so this card is a little weird for me because I play the games and Hop is just so annoying. I don't like the new Pokemon games because they put Hop in there as like your buddy or your companion, and they just like he picks like the weaker Pokemon, makes it easy for you to win all the time. I don't know. I miss your opponent being like Gary. Remember like Gary, bro, or what was it? Red and Blue, where Gary's just out there just picking the strongest Pokemon against your Pokemon and just absolutely being a menace. That's what I miss. That was fun. Iono and Bellabolt. I do like this card. So I want to go ahead and slide it right behind this Charizard here. And then that moves us on to our final set, guys. I know it's been a long video. Thank you for watching. So again, if you guys had any, fun doing this or listening, if you like videos like this, I'll do more if you'll comment and such. But again, this is just like kind of where I look at cards. Not looking at them from like a financial point of view, just kind of the arts that I like. And yeah, anyways, getting back into it. If you guys could drop a follow, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Everything matters, and I appreciate it. So, again, this is kind of a funny set because a lot of people were saying, they didn't like Team Rocket, but I love the art in it. Like the art is growing on me. I was kind of let down, because they were like, oh, Team Rocket set. I just thought every Pokemon was going to be like super upset, angry looking, just mean. But, it's growing on me. It's growing. And I already liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. I already liked it. But it feels like it's more of a Team Rocket and Heroes. Because, like this card, like Ethan and Ho-Ho, right? Like Ho-Ho, just kind of together. I don't know. It just feels like an interesting set. It doesn't feel like a full Team Rocket set, but I do like this card more than Lily and Clefairy, so I'm going to go ahead and put that at A. It reminds me of like the first episode where Ash sees Ho-Oh, and that was like kind of the look. He looked up in the sky and was like, what is that? It was a legendary bird. Garchomp, I like this card because there's a lot of action. I like the cards with action in them. Yeah, I think I want this card more than all these cards. Is it a A tier card though? I think it is, honestly. Yeah. Do I want more than that Charizard? Yes. I have the Venusaur, so I don't know if it's fair to say I want it more than that. Yes. I'm going to move it ahead. Right there. Right there. Again, I'm not basing this on price. I'm just basing on this, like, on my desire for the card. Okay. Good old Moltres. This card, you kind of have to, like, zoom in to really see a lot of the detail. Just, like, Moltres flying up in the sky in the big city. You could tell there was, like, a lot of action swirling going around. Moltres is just a sick card, in my opinion. Or a sick Pokemon in general. I like this card. Where am I going to put it, though? Where am I going to put this card? I think above Venus. Behind. Yeah. Right there. That feels right. Behind Charizard. Yeah. Right. Right there. Okay. That feels good. All right. So right behind Lily and Clefairy. I do like that. All right. And then what does that leave us? Ooh. All right. Our final card, everybody. Team Rocket's Nidoking. I think this, again, a lot of people think this card's overpriced right now. I personally think it's just a sick card. It looks like he's using Earthquake. And, the game, he always used Earthquake. Or was it Fisher? I don't know. It's either Fisher or Earthquake. This card just reminds me of me dying all the time. One hit KOs. Yeah. I like this card. It looks like the most menacing card, maybe aside from the Mewtwo. So I'm going to have this one a little bit higher, I think, than a lot of people would probably put it. So I'm going to put it right behind the Charizard, I think. So yeah, here's my list. I got a couple S tiers, but it's important to know where a lot of these top cards are. I think if you are looking for investment advice in this video, what sets are going to hold up over time. I think you have your answers. I think it's very obvious which ones are going to be your best investments as far as sets goes. You got, I think, still, this is just my personal opinion. Okay. So do with it as you will, but it seems to be that I like a lot of prismatic, evolutions. I like a lot of Team Rocket. I like a lot of Paldean and 151. Which is no surprise because that's where a lot of my investments have been going. With, a lot of these Shrouded Fable sets kind of just falling off. Now, does that mean if you're going to have investments in Shrouded Fable or base set or any of these other ones that your investment's going to be bad? No, it doesn't mean that. It's just, in my opinion, I think there's much better opportunities for quicker growth and, just better multipliers on your investment with these other sets. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this one. I don't even know how long we've been going for. Let's see here. 34 minutes. So it's a much longer video. But if you guys made it this far, or if you're just skipping here to the end, thank you for watching. Again, you know, this was just based on my personal opinion on the cards that I want, or the order that I'd probably want them in, and if value isn't attached to them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment what you want me to talk about in the next video, or if you do like these kind of videos. That way I know what to kind of produce for you guys in the future. But yeah, otherwise, thank you for being here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Later.